ChirrupNano is a collaborative project developing Chirrup's next generation of birdsong bioacoustic monitoring using AI analytics to provide powerful insights to bioindicators at scale.
There is a biodiversity crisis. Farmers who are working with nature need easy access to the data that will enable them to make informed decisions about which practices they reduce and which practices they increase.
Traditionally, the only way to do this is using an ecologist. They are very few and far between. They tend to be very expensive.
Biodiversity helps to protect our crops by putting an infrastructure of insects that might help and birds that would then eat some of the insects that we don't want.
The current version of our platform consists of the hardware, which is a simple box that contains a microphone, a GPS location chip and memory to record the 21 plus days of audio. It consists of a back-end AI tool which teases out the sound of individual birds and turns that into a web report that a professional ecologist can then make use of and enables the farm to benchmark field by field or with other farms and year on year.
We're at Godminster Farm today putting up some Chirrup Mark III devices. It's just walk to a post, Velcro band, round, press a button, off you go.
There's no training required. It's a very simple, effective process.
We try and pick areas where we think we've got great covers and big hedges. And this is an example here. We've got some canary grass which allows us to feed birds here. So 3 weeks time we'll take the Chirrup box off the post, pop it into the post box and hopefully get the results back as soon as possible.
So ChirrupNano is a project funded by Innovate UK and DEFRA through the Environmental Monitoring Corps. Chirrup are the lead partner. The UK Agri-Tech Centre are providing project management services, knowledge exchange and dissemination. We've also helped develop a benchmarking survey and we've also carried out some in-depth market research. We've also provided access to 14 of our satellite farms dotted across the country and our very own Southwest Dairy Development Centre. Chirrup have developed an API that can link them into farm software packages.
ChirrupNano enables third parties to have access to multiple farms' data, which means that either food manufacturers and retailers or NGOs or even government programs can get data at scale from multiple farms on biodiversity. The Chirrup platform uses a form of AI called convolutional neural networks. It recognises the shape of the sound of different birdsong. We've increased the total number of species that the AI can recognise. It now is well over 100.
So when we're looking at all the data, we get that off the Chirrup web app.
So the main components of the reporting are the simple bird list, so it indicates if they're on the red list.
The farmers have been surprised what they found, the wealth of different bird species.
But it's the abundance side of things, how often we're hearing them. That then gives us the confidence to know that our biodiversity is good enough to support a lot of birds.
The second component is the benchmark report, which shows a farm where their total bird diversity sits relative to others. We have a set of very powerful bioindicators, namely hedgerow, woodland, quality water and living soil. Pete was very clear that one of the indicators they're looking for are those insectivorous birds. So they want to be sure that there is the natural nature-based service of insectivorous birds. We're working with a range of food processors. The outcomes of this project are helping them to understand how they might reward farms that are producing to regenerative standards.
That could allow them to unlock premiums for certain products through their supply chain. For supply chain, it also allows them to address some of the sustainability concerns that the consumer may have.
It gives us data that backs up what we say we're doing.
We've had a third-party consultancy come in and validate that across a 21-day period where we have 5 individual ecologists coming on separate occasions, and there was a validation of 80% of those species that the Chirrup device picks up. We're doing continual improvement in validation, and over the next few months there will be more data to release on that. We also see applications in integrated pest management, in monitoring the spread of zoonotic disease and other One Health applications on farm. So what we've got is data that you can rely on to build your practices over time and that ultimately translates into genuine financial value for the farming business and the food supply chain.
It saves you a lot of time and a lot of money.
There is a great deal of opportunity to how we deal with this biodiversity crisis at international scale by effective agricultural practices that are pro-biodiversity.
For more information on this project and all the other projects we've been working on, please visit our website.